Yo, what's going on, TI family? Just kind of checking in, while I'm venting here, just relaxing. Haven't been really taking a lot of footage lately. Just the same things that we go through and document every day. The same color coordination, the same dog walkers, um, the same people harassing you at your job saying indirect subliminals. You know what I'm saying? Things that they put in the music, you know, that feels like it's directed towards you. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that people say just feels like it's directed towards you. It's like everything's indirect and so coordinated, and everybody just on this high frequency. Like they are just being told to do so, but they're doing it in a way where it's like subconsciously because they're so in tuned um, with this energy directed towards you to lower your vibration. Every time you're in a good mood, every time you're blessed, you woke up, you working at a job, you thriving, you trying your best to make the best out of your situation, being gang stalked, and you constantly have people around you whose agents in your life to bring you down. And that's the thing. I just wanted to vent on just, stay strong. Keep your head up. It's not over with. One thing I've understood and looked at other people's channel is like everybody has these rabbit holes, these theories and philosophies on why they're being targeted. Like what's the reason? Why are we being targeted? What's so special about us that people have to seemingly spend millions of dollars on resources to waste their time to sit here and watch us? But are these people really wasting their time? Are they not doing what they would probably normally do if we're not around? That's like one of the questions I would ask myself is, if I wasn't here in this area, would there be people posted up? Would there be a certain car as soon as I step out? Did that car just pass me by with the certain color car just pass me by? Would it have passed me by if I wouldn't have stepped outside? You know what I mean? Is everything just shut down when, I'm in a room and then everything is back on play? Or is people just living their lives and we've been so sensitized to these things where everything just seems orchestrated? It's just rabbit holes upon rabbit holes. Are we being targeted? Yes, we are being targeted. Um, but to concentrate on the targeting 24/7 is just putting us in these rabbit holes upon rabbit holes, and it's leading us nowhere. We're just walking in circles like the Israelites did in the Bible in the desert. They walked 40 years in circles before they got to the land of Canaan. And the land of Canaan is just right there. They had Egypt, they had that desert, and then they had the land of Canaan, the promised land. It was just right there. But because they didn't trust God and they lean into their own understanding, they just start walking in circles. And that's what's going on, I think, with us. It's just rabbit holes upon rabbit holes, circles upon circles. We could just be tested like Job in the Bible. Job didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? He was a man of God. He was prosperous. He was a rich man. He had everything that he wanted. But for the simple reason, when Satan approached God and was like, well, you know, we got everybody. I got everybody. I can get people to do this. I can get people to do that. I can get people to bend over. I can get people to do whatever I want them to do. But then God was like, well, have you considered my servant Job? You know what I'm saying? And Satan was like, well, if you take everything away from this man, yeah, I can get him too. The reason why is because you got him in his favor. You blessing him. That's why he's praising you and worshiping you. And then when everything was taken away from Job, he still didn't curse God. He still had faith in God. And I can't say that about myself, you know what I'm saying? Being in this targeting, but I can look at the optimistic part about being targeted. We are protected. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that's probably not targeted like us, and they die. I've seen plenty car accidents where people died. I watch on the news plenty incidents where people died. You would think because we're targeted, we should be the first ones to die, right? They're spending all these resources to bring us down. Why not just take us out? Poison us and just take us out. I hear so many people talk about they get hit by direct energy weapons, all these things to tarnish us. But we have not been killed. Why is that? And I think the reason why is because we're protected by God. So it's like there's people out there that's not protected by God. In any given time, they can go. You know what I'm saying? But God has a purpose in our lives. That's why he's continually protecting us. And for those who have a different belief, different spirituality, or who's, not really put their trust in God and stuff like that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as you vibrating high, you know what I'm saying? But me, I always been a person to read the Bible when I was young. I always been a person to have a relationship with God some way, some form, some type of fashion. I know a lot of people be like, well, why would you believe in this sky daddy? Or why, you know what I'm saying? Why would you believe in that? I mean, just understanding science, there was no Big Bang Theory. There was no explosion in space and created an organized universe and a planet with life. You know what I'm saying? That's comparison to like saying somebody blew up a bunch of metal, right? And when they blew up a bunch of metal, the metal parts blew up and turned into a car. What's the odds of that? Metal blowing up and turning into a car. So if there's no odds in that, then why would you think off of a big explosion, boom, the universe was just created? Someone had to orchestrate. Someone had to be a cosmic carpenter. Someone had to organize the universe to bring some type of life. There has to be some type of higher source. So to ignore that higher source, is to ignore creation. Meaning, we are the creation. Everything you see is the creation. There must be a creator. There must be a source. And that source, I believe, is testing us. You know what I'm saying? Many people have their theories on, the Bible and stuff like that, because a lot of people who interpreted the Bible have interpreted the Bible in the wrong way. A lot of people who interpret the Bible in the wrong way. A lot of people have their opinions and thoughts on the meaning of certain scripture, and it's took people down rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? And there's many people who are false prophets out here. There's many people who hold on to the title Christian, but don't do what Christians are supposed to do. They just say, well, I believe in Christ and giving my life over to Christ, but you just done it with your mouth. You haven't done it with your actions. You know what I mean? That Bible is a strong book. Why would men write a book that condemns the very nature of man? There's no other book like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it feels like we just going out our luck. Like, hey, what makes us such bad people that we're going through this, right? So when you look at it like that, like, dang, what makes us such bad people that we're going through this? And why are we going through this? And other people are way more evil and sinister, are getting away with doing things, and we just can't live normal lives, and we're just being watched constantly, monitored, messed with, dreams being manipulated, sabotaging us financially, making it hard for us to get jobs, cutting our hours. You know what I mean? We're just scraping change just to make a living. You know what I'm saying? I had to move, you know? I had to move. Where I was at in the city, some people can vibe and do their thing in the city. The city is too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially being in this program, you know, and especially when you have a relationship, you know, being in a relationship. A lot of TIs feel like they being deprived because, you know what I mean, from sexual platonic relationships. But them sexual platonic, if you're not mentally ready for those sexual platonic relationships, it's not going to end well. Yeah, you will be satisfied maybe sexually. Yeah, you might be satisfied with having somebody to talk to or having that intimacy time of holding somebody and somebody holding you and rubbing you down and you feeling love. But it's a lot of headache that comes with that too, because that person may not be where you're at mentally. So your targeting may not make sense to that person. You know what I'm saying? And the pressure they put on you with the targeting when you down, you know, you can't let that your partner see that all the time, or it's gonna be a problem. So it's like you have to endure, you have to go a little bit harder when you're in a relationship, you know. So if you're not ready for it, you know, the reason why God hasn't gave you that yet, because you might not be ready for it yet. You know what I'm saying? When the opportunity arises, you should be ready. You know, there's a reason why God allows us to wake up every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's not over with. It's not it. Don't let Satan deceive you, because this program shows you that there is a devil. There is demonic powers. There is evil forces out there. This is not just some extraterrestrial, this is not just government having unlimited technology. This is not human. You know? This is not human that's doing these evil, sinister things. Because you want to know something? Humans make mistakes. Out of millions of TIs, out of thousands and millions of TIs that are aware of this program, how come no one was able to get none of the gang stalkers to spill the tea? I know they probably do drugs. I know they drink. You know, I know like people I've been around, when they drink, liquor is like a truth serum. You know, if you want to get the truth out of somebody, you get them drunk. I've been around a lot of drunk perps and gang stalkers, and they haven't, in mental health, and they haven't spilt the tea yet. So tell me, how is that humanly possible? You saying they're not speaking because they're fear of their life? Man, these people will walk in front of a truck, and you might have an old lady about to die and still won't tell you about gang stalking. So tell me, how is this humanly possible? Little kids stalking you. Huh? And they ain't saying, nobody saying nothing? How is that humanly possible? You know, in the Bible, in Ephesians, it says this is not a war against flesh and blood. This is a war against principalities in dark places. It's a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? We're going against demonic energy. We're going against demonic entities. We're going against Satan, right? Using these human beings, right, to get us. Sometimes I don't even think they know what they're doing. Some people, yeah, clearly they know what they're doing. But some people, it looks like they don't even know what they're doing. They do things in a certain way and it triggers you, but that person seems like they have no idea that it triggered you, but they still yet did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's this program really can cloud your mind, you know what I'm saying, and really have you thinking everybody's against you, but people aren't this smart. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are just stupid. So how are they able to hold their peace and not say anything, you know, out of millions of TIs that are aware that they're being targeted? How? We got to sit back and we got to think about that. How? You know what I'm saying? We got to know it's just deeper than just the government hiring people or paying people off, or people just going off of heroic motives thinking that they're protecting their neighborhood. It's deeper. And to me, it just confirms that, you know what I'm saying, we are protected. It confirms to me that we are being tested. You know, not a lot of people can survive being attacked, highly attacked by concentrated forces from demonic entities, and still be able to function, still can breathe, still can walk. You know what I'm saying? Still can go back and forth to work. I see a lot of people who doesn't even have those five senses, who can't see, who can't hear, who can't taste, who can't touch, who can't feel. You know what I'm saying? So blessed that we have those five senses. You know, we just got to make the best out of every situation. That's all we got. That's all we can do. Yeah, it sucks that we can't do what we used to do. Like, we can't party like how we used to party. We can't brag and boast and be our prideful selves that we used to be. We can't be who we used to be. We have to take on what God has called us to be. And maybe because we have turned away from our purpose or that God had from us, that we're going through this. Because if Satan had the power to take us out, we would have been gone a long time ago. But we see that Satan really is powerless. And God is using Satan because to get us on track to do something that we haven't realized what we're supposed to do. And until we realize it, we're going to go down these rabbit holes upon rabbit holes. And we're going to keep talking about the same stuff. But we're not finding the solution. We're just probably trying to get monetized off our mishaps, or, you know what I'm saying, get people to feel sorry for us, or come up with more creative things. Like, we're running out of stuff to say. It's getting tiring, you know, with this gang stalking. You know, the solution is for us to find out what God has planned for us and unite and carry that out, you know, and carry that out. Because we're still alive. We're still surviving this thing. And if you think that you're alive and you surviving this thing off of your strength because of who you are, something's wrong with you. There's people that have way more potential, you know what I mean? And they didn't make it. But we making it. So that's just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we're being gang stalked. And yes, we can prove to other TIs, oh, look, yeah, look at this footage. I feel you, I understand. I just got tired of that. You know, and sometimes, man, being out there, going to and fro to work, just stepping out. Sometimes I don't even want to step outside, to be honest. I don't even want to step outside. And how they do, you know, with the targeting, because, you know, I'm with some other TIs right now. But I ain't finna say who, but I'm with some other TIs right now. And, you know, they've calmed down once I got here. And they still hit us with subtle things, with indirect things. It doesn't stop because you with another TI. They just get a little bit more crafty. But they definitely want to convince that to you two TIs, when you with another TI, that one of y'all is a perp. They will definitely convince that. You know what I'm saying? Of certain clothes or outfits that you might wear, certain things you might do, it might trigger. So you have to be careful of how you've been sensitized. You can't take everything in. You know what I'm saying? There is real, genuine people still out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a frequency out here that's manipulating these people. And it's seemingly controlling these people, and it's seemingly just affecting and directing towards us. But we can't stop striving. We can't, like, give up on uniting. We can't do that. We have to continually unite. It's been times where I wanted to give up on my relationships. There's been times where I just wanted to, you know, just leave. Because I'm tired. You know what I mean? The job's playing with me. Only giving me 3 hours. Talking about we got too many workers here. You just, you know, started. We gonna need people to actually know what they doing. You know, they got me working at Sonic doing car hops, so I gotta understand how to the menu works, and I've been a little slow on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I just started. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, y'all give me a little bit more than 3 hours. It's financial sabotages. But luckily my girl, she working at Family Dollar. Um, we barely making it. You know what I'm saying? But we making it happen. And with the other Ti bless that Ti. You know what I'm saying? We're making it. So it is possible. It's just that we have to not lean on our own understanding. That is our problem. God's ways and thinking is higher than our ways and thinking. Once we lean into our own understanding, we'll be running into wall after wall, traps after traps, right? Because we're not being attacked by humans. It's something more than humans. And without God, we cannot beat this system. No matter how enlightened you may think that you become, no matter what chakras you unlock, no matter what high dimensional downloads you may get, you will continue to run in rabbit holes and set yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just let go of our way of thinking and start trusting God. You know what I mean? And start believing that we can unite. You get what I'm saying? Trust me, it's times where I've just wanted to give up. Not say take myself out, not. But just wanted to move somewhere and start over. Just go through the whole homeless route all over again. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if I can get on my feet. Just, you know what I mean? Just wanted to relapse sometimes, because of the pressure. But what's that going to do? I might not be protected from God the next time I do that. You know what I'm saying? I might just have to suck it up and just face my fears and just face this program. But at least I know I'm protected. That's the one thing TIs need to understand when they sleep at night. Wow, I made it. Another 24. How? With all this concentrated energy against me, how did I make it? You think it's you? You think it's the universe? Nah, it must be a creator. So, with that being said, TI family, man, y'all hold y'all head. I just wanted to vent and get that out. I just wanted to get that off my chest. All right, family, y'all stay up. Peace.